Hey, Coach Miller here, and I got a new video for you today, but before we get in there, I have a couple of announcements. One, this is for all those lacrosse fathers out there, those lacrosse dads. I know you want to get your kids better at lacrosse, help them, improve the game, make some progress. Well, I have some awesome programs for you. Just dive into my site. I have everything there from the fundamentals to like dodging to shooting, all sorts of good stuff. The link is right there. You can go check out all my programs. I've teamed up with some awesome professionals, and you can just walk by it step by step, so go check it out. This is gonna specifically design for you lacrosse fathers to help your kids out. All right, moving on, I wanna talk about a new coach you're gonna see on this channel a lot. It's Coach Nick McAvoy. I've known Nick for a long time. He's an awesome guy, awesome coach, great player. He just graduated from Penn State, played there for 4 years. He's very, very accomplished. He played at Gonzaga High School where I coached, that's where I met him, and then I followed all through his college career. But he's gonna be on this channel a lot, so you'll get to meet him in just a second. So he's gonna share some great stuff from me, working out, face-offs, defense, creating offense, all sorts of stuff. So keep an eye out for him. He'll be all over this channel going forward, all right? We're also gonna take a trip to the weight room. I'm gonna take you through my warm-up, which I instituted personally back in the early fall, and I've been doing it ever since, and it's been awesome, and I highly recommend it for you. I came about the idea by reading Arnold's book, Total Recall. In there, he was talking about his competition, this guy named Sergio. And Sergio, as a warm-up for his lifts, would do 200 chin-ups. So it got me thinking, it's like, damn, I gotta start doing some more pull-ups in my life. So I started to incorporate this warm-up. So now I get it up to 50. So I do 5 rounds, so I get 50 chin-ups in, or some variation of pull-up before every lift. So I'm gonna walk you through that so you can start, checking that out and maybe start instituting that in some of your workouts. All right, and then lastly, we're gonna take a trip back to the film room and we're gonna look at some defensive stuff, all right? We're gonna walk through some of that defensive film work and point out some things that you need to think about when playing good defense, all right? So let's get started and dive in. Let's go.
That Tommy? All right, Sean, start creeping in. Tommy, start creeping in. Yep. Scrub, down the side, down the side. Sean, you gotta communicate, there's a pick. Top side. Top side, get top side, yep. Top side. Pick! Pick! Now, what's up guys, Coach McAvoy here. Graduated from Gonzaga in 2016. First team All-Med, Under Armour All-American. I played lacrosse at Penn State for all 4 years. I was a defensive midfielder and a face-off guy. I'm now coaching for both Matt.
Hey, Coach Miller here with BTB Lax, and I wrote an article recently about Arnold Schwarzenegger's book, Total Recall. And in that book, he was talking about one of his main competitions, this guy named Stan, who as a warm-up used to do 200 pull-ups before his lifts. This guy was an animal and he would lift all the time. So I was reading it, I was like, I need to start incorporating more of a warm-up into my lifts. So then I'm gonna show you what I've been doing now. It's 4 rounds, minute jump rope, 10 pull-ups, 25 push-ups, 10 L raises. You can it takes about, we're just gonna show you one round right here, but it takes about 15 to 20 minutes. Sometimes I throw in reverse knee pain, but I'm gonna do a separate video on that. So I'm gonna show you this video right now, and it's something you can start to incorporate into your lifts. So we got a minute jump rope. Jump roping is the best for light feet. Try to do it every day to some capacity. I think you guys should too. I've mentioned how goalies do it normally, but there's no reason why everybody shouldn't do it. Takes you a little bit of time to get used to the cross, but once you get it, it's kind of cool. It took me like, I don't know, maybe 2 years to get it down. You can do the double unders too, but I have the mic in my pocket, so I'll try it anyway. There we go, got one. Some people could do like double unders, multiple in a row. I probably can do a couple in a row. That's next on the list. So like I said, 5 rounds, 4 to 5 exercises. So when you're done, you're gonna get 50 pull-ups in. It's not 200, but it's better than nothing. All right, so that's a minute jump rope. Now we're gonna come over here and do 10 pull-ups. You can vary up the grips however you want. I'm just gonna do a standard pull-up right now. If you can't do 10 pull-ups, just start with whatever you can. I started with 8, then bumped it up to 10. We got 10 L raises. This kind of works on your hip flexors and your abs. There we go. And then 25 push-ups, however you want, any type of grip you want, or any type of hand position. I do that 5 rounds to get in the 50 pull-up. It only takes like an extra 15 to 20 minutes, and I highly recommend you try it, test it out for yourself. Coach Miller, talk soon. All right, here we go. We're gonna talk about pressure defense. And here's like, you know, I coached the kid, but he's one of the best defensive players I've ever seen, especially in high school. He throws so many checks. Here you can see he does such a good job of like throwing these back checks and these like, he's always constantly throwing these checks. And if you're a defenseman and you can get your hands in such a way where you can throw checks while you're running with a guy, it's so effective. It's not easy to do, but it's something that you should aspire to do. And I just wanted to point it out. Like, this clip isn't necessarily showing everything, but you have to trust me when I'm telling you, like, the amount of checks that he throws in a given amount of period of time while running with a guy is amazing. Same theme, same kid here. I talked about before how, you know, this defenseman runs with kids and throw checks. Like, as you can see here, it's just a back check that pops a stick out, turnover, boom. I mean, it's unbelievable. He does it time and time again. If you are a defenseman and want to be a stud, learn how to run with a guy, throw these checks at the same time, you'll get recruited, play college lacrosse. No questions asked. All right, same deal here. We're talking about a high-level high school game. Good athletes all over the field, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Here you see a defensive player just on the attackman's hands, causing pressure, running with the kid, you know, just creating chaos. And my point is, it's possible. If you work out in such a way and play defense in such a way and get on, you know, your attackman's hands, it's going to be effective, and it's the right way to play because it's so powerful. So if you can do that as a defenseman, I highly suggest that, and that should be your aspiration if you play defense. All right, sticking with the same theme here, we're talking about back checks and running with your attackman. Here you can see running with them, so effective throwing checks. Ball comes loose, boom. I mean, it's what you need to aspire to if you're a defenseman, 100%. It's just like, it's so fun to watch. All right, another example of pressure defense here. In order to play pressure defense, you have to be in good shape. You have to like really be well conditioned. All these players on the field right now in this high-level high school game are in that category. And you can see when you're in that position and you can run with your attackman and throw checks, you can make plays. And that's what you want to do, and that's what you should aspire to be doing. All right, this is a play that I love, and you see it a lot. Not enough, in my opinion. But if you're playing defense with a 6-pole shaft and you just get your hands out in such a way, you can pick off passes. So you should always have established a habit where you're like throwing your stick out to like pick off passes, because you'll make plays like when plays shouldn't be made. And here's the perfect example of that. All right, that's all for today's video. I'll be back next week with some more stuff. Just keep on letting me know if you like the film study stuff, if you want me to separate it. I kind of like doing both, like having stuff in the weight room on the field and then also do some film study. It's kind of like you're going to practice, you know, and having, you know, a team session. So we'll stick with it and we'll see how it goes. Talk soon.